Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We'll talk Browns and NFL football. We'll talk a little bit of the NBA Finals. We'll talk travel Major League Baseball. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What player hit 70 home runs in 1998? I'll have the answer later on the broadcast. Well, the Browns wrapped up their voluntary OTAs that are heading into minicamp, but who are the biggest winners and losers during OTAs? That's the big question. The Cleveland Browns and their voluntary OTA practices this offseason were met with more buzz than they are used to. This is mainly because of the lack of attendance from wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., which does not surprise me in the least bit. And I think we all knew that Odell was not going to be attending the OTA sessions, but we know he will attend minicamp and also training camp because he will be playing this upcoming season. And Beckham attended the first OTA session, but was not seen for the other 9 practices. Although it was known he would not be with the team for the entire off-season program, it was surprising how little he was with the team. Beckham was not the only player who did not attend most of the Browns' OTAs, as running back Duke Johnson missed the entirety of the OTA sessions after requesting a trade in April. Johnson has not been around the team at all this offseason. That does concern me, because we could have him back, we could not have him back, but I really think we need to have him back, although he has requested a trade. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with this. Their absences have allowed players to have increased reps they would not have had if Johnson and Beckham were practicing. So it has allowed players a chance to stand out and make their presence known before training camp rolls around. And also with mostly new coaching staff, there are several players who are getting chances they did not receive with the prior coaching staff. New packages and schemes are also giving more players opportunities. The Browns OTAs may have been headlined by Beckham not showing up, but there are several other stories that came out of the voluntary practices, and there are stories. These stories could play a role in the 2019 season. There were several players who seemed to have an opportunity to jump into a bigger role for the 2019 season because of a strong set of OTA practices, but there are also several players who are going to have to turn things around, during mandatory minicamp and training camp practices if they want to have the roles they expected in 2019. Now we'll see what happens. And some of the winners who have Kyle Callis was not good for him because he has a very few of the practices. Austin Corbett did pretty well, and also Jermaine Howard. I think that those are just a few of the winners and losers from the set of OTA sessions. And we're about to get into minicamp very soon, and we're not that far away we're only a month away from Browns training camp getting underway, and that's going to determine who will get the starts in the preseason, and the preseason will determine who will make the final cut for when the regular season begins in September 2019, the weekend after Labor Day. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is in the fourth quarter between the Warriors and Raptors. Toronto and the Warriors are up by 7, 98-91, with 7:59 to go in the fourth quarter. Toronto leads the series 1-0. And with the outcome of this game, Game 3 will be at Oracle Arena in Oakland, California on I believe, Wednesday, I believe. Check me if I'm wrong. And Toronto's going to really, they're not down by 7. If they need to really come from behind to win this one if they want to say that they're legit and go up 2-0. But I think if the Warriors can hold on, they'll tie it up at 1. We'll see what happens. Now, I want to get back to the Browns and all the OTAs and sessions and all that. And I really think Beckham will be at minicamp and training camp. No questions asked. He will be there. And so I think Duke Johnson will hopefully be at minicamp and training camp as well, because they need to really focus on their game and really be at those practices, because they are mandatory. And they're going to probably be on, because they're really going to want to get there to really extend their practice time sessions with the Browns if they want to hopefully be playing. Excuse me just a minute. I'm having some problems with my headset here, so excuse me. Much better. And if they want to be there, I apologize for the dead time. And if they want to be there for the and hopefully they are going to be playing this upcoming season, and they're going to turn things around. Hopefully, the Beckham and Johnson and all the other players who did not have good sessions during the OTA sessions, which were voluntary. And I really feel that is really going to be the case. And I will have Cavs news on my next podcast sometime later this week. I know I haven't done so, but I've been focusing on the NBA Finals. So, and my prediction for the Finals is Warriors in 6. But I would like to see the Toronto Raptors do it, because it's their first time to be in the NBA Finals. So, and hopefully they want to say that they are legit. So we'll see what happens. We will get to the Tribe in just a moment, and I will want to plug have a plug for, as I've done in my last couple of podcasts, not my last previous, but the previous ones before that. But first, here is today's it's time now to reveal the answer, to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What player hit 70 home runs in 1998? And if you said Mark McGwire, you are correct. At the end of the 1998 season, after the most explosive home run race in the history of Major League Baseball, Mark McGwire emerged as the all-time single-season leader with 70 home runs, the previous record of 61 held for 37 years by Roger Maris, who was also surpassed by Sammy Sosa, who finished the 1998 season with 66 home runs. McGwire's record wouldn't last long, however, just 3 years later, Barry Bonds finished the 2001 season with 73 homers. And I have another trivia question on my next broadcast, so stay tuned for that. Now, we'll get to the Tribe in just a moment, but I know I am getting off track because I want to plug something here, and that is I've done this on 2 previous podcasts. I'm with an adult community show choir, Notoriety Show Choir of Solon, and we have our spring show coming up 1 week from this coming Thursday on June 13th, 14th, and 15th at Solon High School in the auditorium at 33600 Inwood Road in Solon, Ohio, 44139. And the title of the show, the theme of it is no theme. There's no theme to this, but the title of the show is We Sing, We Dream, and it's songs that inspire all of us members of Notoriety Show Choir of Solon. And you're going to have great choral numbers and great smolos, which are solos and small groups, and you're just going to be in for a big treat. Tickets are $12 $10 pre-sale, $12 at the door, and $5 for children. And the Thursday and Friday shows, June 13th and 14th, are at 7 p.m. And the Saturday matinee, the June 15th show, is at 2 p.m. And for more for tickets or more information, you can call 216-513-3361 or email us or email at the website notoriety-showchoir@gmail.com. And group rates are still available. But really, you're going to be in for a big treat because it's going to be full set, full costume, script, and I Have a Small Uptown Girls by Billy Joel, and you're going to have some great solos and small groups. We call it Smallos. That's our name for that, and great choral numbers, and it's just going to be a great show. So really, come on out and see us because you're going to be in for a big treat. Our spring show, Notoriety Show Choir, spring show, We Sing, We Dream, June 13th, 14th, and 15th, 13th and 14th at 7 p.m., and Saturday matinee, June 15th at 2 p.m. So come on out and see us. You're in for a big treat. Well, the Tribe could not avoid the loss as they lost to the Chicago White Sox 2-0 today at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Zach Plesac was on the hill for the Tribe today. Plesac went 7 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, and striking out 7 batters. Then the bullpen took over and did not do any better. The Tribe had 6 hits, but the Tribe bats just could not come alive today, and they're going to need to do that on Tuesday because it's an off day for the Tribe tomorrow. But the Tribe will begin a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins on Tuesday at home at Progressive Field. Shane Bieber on the hill for the Tribe with a record of 4-2, and Devin Schmelzer on the hill for the Twins, looking for his first win of the season. First pitch at 7:10 on Sports Time, Ohio. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. I'll be back with another podcast sometime this week. It's hard to say when I will because I have rehearsals for Notoriety every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I will be back with a podcast sometime this week. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.